seen things people wouldn't believe.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian at WhisperStatus74. Welcome to the community, welcome to the channel. If this is the first time you're seeing me, please consider liking and subscribing. We are real tech for real people. Today's video will be on the Sony X950H, which is a 2020 top-of-the-line 4K full-array local dimming LED from Sony. Again, this is their flagship for their 4K displays. I've had the display for a little bit over a month. Special thank you to Value Electronics of Scarsdale, New York. They have an amazing gallery store. When things normalize, please check that store out. They have amazing displays, audiovisual equipment, cables, projectors, receivers, you name it, they have it. Please also check the link below in the description for their website. They are shipping nationwide right now. If you're looking to purchase the X950H or any other display you can think of, they'll be glad to help you. They're amazing. Thank you very much, Robert and Wendy. Today's video will be on the Spears and Munsil demo disc. We'll be looking at the star field to see how the Sony X950H full array local dimming display performs. This is the Spears and Munsil disc. You can also find this at Value Electronics and also in the link below if you'd like to purchase it. This is a benchmark HDR 4K disc for calibration, but for us normal folks, you can have plenty of great 8K demo material to check and test your displays on it. It's also fun to run this on your plasma, your projector, as well as your 4K displays. They have awesome demo material, again, in 8K. But the one a lot of you have been asking me for is the star field, which is buried in the advanced video settings. There is many different tests to run, all white screen. A lot of the tests that we see on YouTube, the best part about having the benchmark disc is that it is a tool and it's non-compressed. It's in 8K. You'll be able to see it as clear as possible without compression, which can also mess with the tests. Starfield is important because it's about blooming and shadow detail versus crushed blacks. We obviously want great blacks without crushing shadow detail. I think Sony has taken the stance that they'll allow a little bit of blooming on their LEDs in lieu of crushing the blacks. They rather keep the shadow detail. We know Sony to be very accurate. They want things to look how they were filmed. That's the way their image is. Very clean, very natural, very accurate. Some other displays that I've seen do this test have better blacks, but also tend to lose shadow detail, which is important in both film and anything else that we watch. Gaming, doesn't matter. So we're going to run the Starfield test. Consider buying the disc. And it's also going to be done on the Panasonic UB820, which is also from Value Electronics. Check out. It's an awesome 4K Blu-ray player, which I'll be doing a video on soon as well. But the Starfield is a very cool test. I was very surprised at how good the 950H performed. The blooming I've seen on the 950H is typically off angle. And this display performed much better with a Starfield than it does with menus and, you know, different banners that come up where you'll see some blooming, especially off angle. The sizes above 49 inches have the X-wide viewing angle option, which is very important, since the blooming I see on this display is typically due to its small size, and being off angle is where I really do see some blooming on it. But dead center, it is very impressive, especially for its size. Check out the Starfield demo, check out Value Electronics, and check out the Spears and Munsil disc. It's an awesome disc. I'll see you behind the camera. Okay guys, here we are behind the camera in the disc menu, and as I mentioned before, there are a lot of different benchmark tests that you can run. This video is a little hard to do because in between Starfield transitions, you'll see completely black screens for a few seconds. I did not want to edit those out to think that I was hiding any blooming or anything, so you'll have long pauses where the test is transitioning in. So please be mindful of that. I'll have some text in between to break that up, but that's why you're seeing these long black screens. Also to the left, the camera didn't pick up a lot of the Starfields that are there. They're typically full screen, but I think it is a good test for blooming and to see if there's any black crush or any loss of detail. The Sony does an excellent job with that. So just be mindful that in between those transitions, the screen gets completely black. All right, here we go. We're gonna start it, we're gonna run it. Thank you so much. So watching this Starfield now is with the aperture on the phone. It's the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, isn't engaged. It's just free. It's on auto. So it'll grab the stars initially. It'll look like they're blooming them out a little bit, but you'll see them come up. You see the camera try to grab it. But that's the best way to show it. Let's kind of move out a little bit more. So you'll see blooming with the camera as new things come on screen, but you know, that's not messing with the aperture at all and just letting it film, which usually wreaks havoc if I bring something up on the screen as far as a banner, but this is just showing you the stars. So why the star field to me is important is it really does, let's get actually to the screen so you're not seeing, there you go, is because it's focusing on the local dimming zones versus highlighting one big spot on the screen. It's seeing how the individual zones actually function. And to me, that's actually very impressive. More impressive than I thought it would be when I started the video. So you could see where, as the stars appear, where in some displays the stars don't show up for a while. Now the corners of the screen on the camera might appear a little bit fuzzy because I'm in a completely black room. But I do like the way the star field looks. What's interesting, something like OLED actually doesn't crush blacks much in scenes like this. But I think it's an impressive demo. I know it's a little bit boring of a video, but I've been asked to do this demo. And the stars in these are less bright. It's more of a gray. And again, the camera aperture is not at lock. It's just, you'll see it fluctuate. So I'm not dimming the camera or making it lower. This is what the camera's managing it okay. Again, what's important is, though, for me, there isn't much blooming at all, but you kind of get the detail. The camera's kept picking it up a little bit later than I'm seeing here, but you don't have that black crush. And again, the highlighted corners you see are just my camera. And they also move in different directions, which is cool. Here's a much brighter star field here. So, not to be repetitive, but we're talking about better black level, perhaps loss of detail, or keeping shadow detail, retaining shadow detail in lieu of black level. And I think that's what Sony is more focused on, is making sure that the image is as accurate as you would want it in the theater or as the director intended. And I think with them, they rather have more shadow detail than a crushed black image. For me, I almost rather have less blooming because, again, I'm not always looking for accuracy, but that really is due to what you guys want as individuals. But I do recommend picking up this disc to see how your display performs. If I have any criticism of it, and it's probably because the disc is for professionals in the sense of it runs tests. It doesn't let you exit out while you're doing a test. You basically, I can't back out of this. I have to kind of fast forward through it, or I have to actually eject the disc. So that's a little bit annoying, but I think it's because it's supposed to be for professionals, which I am not, but you're running a test, almost like, I guess, like a PC benchmark test. All right, guys, that is the quick video of the star field on the Sony X950H. So you can run one more. You can see once the stars are gone, the screen is completely black. There is no haloing or anything. But it does have reputation, Sony, for having extreme blooming. I do not see that here. But, all right, guys, thank you as always. I will see you in the comments. I'll do more of these videos, short and concise. I won't ramble on. Take care.